That's right. ScullyPop and give me his number. Okay, then. The Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. No. Price won't be an issue.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop.
That's quite enough, ladies.
Let's see those breasts, mademoiselle.
ScullyPop. Of course I know him. He's the author that reads to you.
Well then, so buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop.
He reads novels in the public domain, his own novels and submissions from people like you.
Well, hey there, friend, pull up a chair. It's your boy ScullyPop with stories to share. From the page to the stage, I've done it all. Books on the shelf and curtain calls. I whisper tales in the dead of night with a little ta-ta-ta just to feel right. And if you need some tingles down your spine, ska, 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 yeah, that sound is mine. So buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're going deep, no need to hide. Where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're tuned in now to ScullyPop. So close your eyes and enjoy the glide, and we'll see you on the other side. I've read my novels by candlelight, with every chapter feeling just right. I'm the author that reads to you slow, with rhythm and rhyme in every flow. My fingers snap, the mic goes hot. Live from the heart, I give all I got. A little jazz, a touch of noir, mix in some ASMR and you're not far. Ska, 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 ta, 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 let the rhythm carry you. Ta, 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 ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Ska, ska, ska. Ta, ta, ta. Let the rhythm carry you. Ta, ta, ta. Ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're spinning dreams on the other side, where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're vibing now with ScullyPop. So dim the lights and let it slide, and we'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Stories whispered, curtains raised, books turned to gold and voices praised. I'm just the guide on this wild old ride, and if you're still with me, I'll see you on the other side. Da, da, da.
Nice to meet you, ScullyPop. I hope to share a meal with you. Would you care to have some fava beans with a splash of Chianti?
Jingle brain.
Like, subscribe, and share. This has been a ScullyPop production.
Check, check. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm your host, ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to broadcast our live from Bourbon Street as we follow Lecter on his journey. Good to see you, Christine. Welcome to the show, Uncle Bill. Yeah, I know the music. Let me put a little back scratcher on. So, Nikki Red, Nikki Red. Hey, Marlene, my crochet store. See you, Izzy Pop, Izzy Pop. Jimmy's Books and Blogs. How you doing? Good morning, Jim. Jim finds peace. Welcome, buddy. There's Tim, Scully, Izzy, and everyone in chat. Super Dave. Super Dave. Well, hey, Joe, over there at Special Pill. Nice to see you this evening. Susanna. Tingle. How you doing? Life with Paulette. Greetings, Scully Pop. Easy Pop. They're coming in. Share it out. Missy Pop. Ting. Super Dave. Okie Pop, alert, Okie Pop. Moderator extraordinaire, Caucasian Sasquatch in the house. And there's a Caucasian's emoji. Former cast member, Caucasian Sasquatch. All things pink and possible. How you doing, Pink? Pink's also been in some shows with us. Hey, Cherokee. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, my Lord, we'll run somebody over. I got a pretty good bit of reading for you tonight. Hannibal Lecter's going to take a young woman to dinner. And then following morning, will do his thing over at Cafe Du Monde, walk around a little bit. And third scene, he thinks back on his Parts in the Silence of the Lambs with Clarice Starling and James Gumb. Hey, Yad's in the house. Y'all come on in and get you a seat. We'll start reading in a few. The trailer was brought to you by Izzy Pop. She pieced together a few scenes for me. Maybe we'll run that again for a minute at the beginning of that. Let's see, Izzy. There's Hannibal Lecter.
That's right. ScullyPop. And give me his number. Okay, then. The Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. No. Price won't be an issue.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't
stop.
That's quite enough, ladies. Let's see those breasts, mademoiselle.
ScullyPop. Of course I know him. He's the author that reads to you.
Hey, Christine.
Love them. So buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop.
He reads novels in the public domain, his own novels and submissions from people like you.
Well, hey there, friend, pull up.
That's good. Let's don't play that again. There you go. Yeah, good to see you, everybody. Christine, welcome, welcome. Missy's cooking on a budget. Good evening. Let's get real. Good to see you. Y'all check your membership for a milestone. You got access to 15 wonderful emojis and badges next to your name, behind the scene videos. If you're interested in becoming a member, hit that little $sign down there and check out our different packages. We got a live shot of St. Peter and Bourbon Street. Soul tingle. Well, thank you so much. Let's get real. Oh, my own video's trying to give me an ad. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much. Wonderful emojis there. Thank you for using those emojis. It's Lori G. Lori G. Saying hello to everyone. Okie say, sweet fancy Moses, what is that guy in the truck doing? What was he doing? Cool, cool. Let me see something here. Is that handy or not? Let's do that. Oh, I got so many videos, I can't keep up with them. My goodness. I'll put that at the bottom. What is it? I thought I had this video in the show list. How you doing, Jenny? I'm here, but my pup is being a pain. Okay. Downloads. Oh my goodness. What a bummer you can't find something you're looking for. Yeah, well, we'll probably get right into it. How you doing, Oki? There it is, right there.
Yes, I'm down here looking for a man named ScullyPop. Yes, I'm down here looking for a man named ScullyPop.
Well, that wasn't quite what I was looking for, actually. That's in your eight. It is the body illusion into house. Body illusion. I want to show you who time. You take the seat, body. You sit down, you listen, okay? You buckle up. It's quite the ride. And we see you on the other side. Yeah, but the illusion. It's Christine. Where's the ScullyPop? I must know that the ScullyPop is, yeah, quite a hit. Super wow. $1 million. 0, 0, 0 calories. Hannibal Lecter, the Galatoire's companion. She's wearing a mask. How appropriate. I notice her before she notices me. She stands at the corner of Bourbon and Conti, observing the chaos with detached amusement. Not participating, not drunk, simply watching, like me. The mask is Venetian inspired, peacock feathers and emerald, sapphire, and gold extending from the crown, sequined edges catching neon light reflections. It covers her eyes, her forehead, leaves her mouth visible. Strategic vulnerability. The mask says, I'm hiding. The exposed mouth says, but not completely. Psychological contradiction. Fascinating. She wears a halter top burgundy silk that drapes rather than clings, suggesting quality over provocation. Loose-fitting jeans, designer cut disguised as casual. Bare feet in leather sandals. Minimal jewelry, single silver bracelet, no rings. Deliberate simplicity requiring substantial budget. She's mid-30s, I estimate, from neck texture, hand structure, movement economy. Attractive, but interestingly so. Not conventionally beautiful. Asymmetrical features, left eyebrow slightly higher, mouth tilting toward one side when she smiles. But she's doing now. Watching a drunk bachelorette party stumble past. Amused observer, kindred spirit, I approach. Misha, ScullyPop. Misha Pop doing? Misha. Pop, pop, pop. There it is, cash out. Send me a paycheck. Thanks so much, Izzy Pop, dropping those links. Scully Pop's got some tea over here, some brown sugar. There's Tim Tingles. How you doing, buddy? Hope your headache's gone for the day. You ever get paid? That's right, hit the subscribe button. Boom, chicka, rah. How you doing, Christine? Saying hello to everybody. Jenny. Jenny Pop. Christine saying hello to Tessa. We got to do a couple of lines of female here in a second. It's Kayla Boo, Kayla Boo. Kayla Boo, Tess Boo Boo. Jim Scott. Is he saying hey to Boo? Let's Real saying hey to Jenny. Hello to you. Good evening. She has all the look of the kindred spirit. I approach. The mask, I say, my voice carefully calibrated to be intriguing without threatening. Suggest you're celebrating Mardi Gras, yet it's October. She turns, studies me. 3 seconds of silent assessment. Longer than average. Most people respond immediately. She processes first. Intelligent. The mask. Suggest I prefer being selectively visible in a city that demands constant performance. I smile. Genuine, rare for me. Hannibal, I offer, extending my hand. She takes it, firm grip, appropriate duration, maintains eye contact. Marco, are you dining alone tonight, Marco? I ask. because I was just considering Galatoire's, and exceptional experiences are amplified by worthy company. Her expression shifts, intrigue mixing with caution. You're either remarkably bold or completely insane, possibly both. The best people usually are. Calculated pause, then. Galatoire's has a dress code. I'm wearing linen, you're wearing silk. They'll make exceptions for Europeans with good manners. I tilt my head, and for mysterious women in masks. Why not? Life is short. Indeed it is. For some, shorter than others. Part 1. Naughty Nicky. It's quiet at the moment, but I bet it will be hopping as soon as the sun goes down. Cliche story. Nature dog. Nature dogs. Hey Scott, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We walked toward Galatoire's. Comfortable silence for the first block. Neither of us needs filling with meaningless chatter. Rare quality. You're not from here. I'm not from anywhere anymore. Honest though, she can't know how honest. Perpetual traveler, running from or running toward? Both simultaneously. She nods, understanding without judgment. I know that feeling. We pass a street musician playing Coltrane, badly but with heart. I drop a 20 in his case. Margot notices. Generous, she comments. He's attempting beauty in a city that devours beauty, that devours acknowledgement. Interesting philosophy from someone who what? Who looks like he might devour things himself. Perceptive, dangerously so. Hannibal looks at her and thinks inwardly, dangerously so. I meet her eyes, the only part visible through the mask. We all consume Margot. The question is what and how. Some do it mindlessly, others make it art. Art? Is that what you do? Create art? I appreciate it, pursue it, recognize it when others miss it. Actually, I'm in New Orleans looking for someone, a man named ScullyPop. Her eyebrows rise slightly. ScullyPop? That's an unusual name. He's an unusual man, a storyteller. Creates content, narrates literature, brings stories to life. Quite talented from what I understand. And you want to do business with him. I have certain resources, connections. I believe we could create something remarkable together. Literary experiences that truly immerse people in the narrative. Make them taste, Margot, feel, experience the story rather than simply hearing it. She's watching me carefully now. What kind of business? Transformative kind. Stories have power, Margot, real power to change how people perceive reality, to make them experience things they never imagined possible. I smile slightly. I'm interested in expanding the boundaries of storytelling, making it visceral. ScullyPop seems like someone who would appreciate that vision. Have you found him? Not yet, but New Orleans is a small city for those who know where to look. I'll find him soon enough. We arrive at Galatoire's. I open the door, old-fashioned gesture that surprises her. Chivalry! How delightfully anachronistic. Civilization requires rituals. Otherwise, we're just animals feeding, Marco. She looks at me, long moment. You're either fascinating or terrifying. I haven't decided which. Why not both? I reply. Or two. Let's see how everybody's doing out there. Kick back, relax for a second. See what everybody's doing. Where's my chat? Thanks, Kristen. Come in, Spongy. Good to see you guys. Awesome, awesome. Very nice, very nice. Soul Star Productions. We're reading our new series. Hannibal's looking for ScullyPop. The infamous Hannibal Lecter. How you doing, Kristen? Thank you so much for your donation earlier today. Spoonful of Spongy. How you doing, darling? Nature Guy. What's up, buddy? Heck yeah, they're coming in. Go with the float farm. Go with the float farm. Go with the float farm. Flow Nation. Tingle, tingle, tingle. I just saw he was live. I wanted to stop by for 5 minutes until I have to go. Good to see you, Kristen. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Oh, hey, Nature Dog. Thank you for that donation. I'm so sorry. I almost slipped through the cracks. I'm so bad. Oh my gosh. I can't keep up with all that when I'm reading, you know. Yeah, join Izzy Pop and me Friday 9 p.m. for Halloween on Bourbon Street. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Nature Dog. Didn't miss anybody, did I? Oh my God, he's standing on his head. Oh yeah, look at that guy. Damn. Oh yeah, see, he's slightly moving. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Love your channel, Scully. Haven't been for a while. Oh, it's good to have you back. I'm still with you too. I'm not sure. I need to check on that. It seems like I ain't seen the video in a while, but you know how it goes. A bit distracted doing outdoor stuff. Spongy, where's your mama? Yeah, I'm worried about her. Hopefully she's not something wrong with your mama's foot. Mom's at the hospital. Oh no. Oh, man. Are you waiting to hear from her right now? I'm making her sit around, imagine. Shit. I'll tell her we're thinking about her. Make sure I didn't miss anything, y'all. Soul Stars, good to see you. I know we had Caucasian that was in here, moderator extraordinaire Kristen Kruger, Izzy Pop, moderator extraordinaire Misha Lee. Thank you guys for holding down the fort while I read. Wonderful gamer Kayla Boo in the house. Jim Plans Peace, Tezza, the Wordsmith Cafe. It's good to see everybody. How you doing, Sousa? She dropped her iPad on her foot and her foot swelled up. Ooh, hope she didn't break her foot. Damn. Oh man, I dropped the lid from the rice pot yesterday. Tried to catch it with my leg. It hit me right on the shin. Bam. Like a line across my leg, like a bruise. But, you know, sometimes the little pains distract you from the other pains. Well, we got open jam night later on at Axe and Nachos. That sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of great artists come up there to entertain the community. We've got Izzy Pop over there doing a couple of different series. Yeah, her Poplin series, and she's working on some other stuff, so y'all stay tuned with that. Shit, I don't know. Every time, who does that? When y'all drop something, you try to catch it with your foot or you let it fall. And it doesn't matter what it is, you know. I try to catch it. You know, one would be you let it fall, and two would be you just try to catch it. So you're a one or a two. Yeah, you try to catch it, Susan. I know. I was just thinking about Hacky Sack, Soul Stars. That's funny. Hey, Dega Outlaw. Good to see you, buddy. Try to catch it or pick it up with my foot. You get sometimes you get the double tap where it bounces off one part of your leg. You still try to catch it with the foot. Oh, you jump back, Izzy. Okay. So Izzy's a number one. We got a restaurant number 3 scene. So let's take it up a notch. Can't even hear it myself. The maitre d' approaches. Initial assessment. European gentleman in quality linen, masked woman in designer casual. Eyebrow raise, microseconds, then professional smile. Good evening, table for 2. If you have availability, I say, accent deployed strategically, educated European, old money, expects accommodation. He glances at Margot's mask. Madame, our dress code, Is guidelines, not law, I interrupt, gently but firmly. And I suspect Galtois appreciates individual style when it's executed with taste. Calculated pause, Lecter thinks, and slight nod. Indeed, this way, please. Margot whispers as we follow. How did you do that? Confidence in appropriate vocabulary, my dear. People respond to certainty. He seats us at a corner table, excellent sight lines, semi-private. I hold Margot's chair. She sits, graceful, amused. You're full of surprises. The evening is young. The waiter arrives, menus presented. The waiter, mid-50s, career professional, approaches. Good evening. May I start you with wine? I study the list briefly. The Chateauneuf du Pape, the Domaine de Vaux, Telegraph, 2015 vintage. Slight eyebrow elevation. Approval. Excellent choice, sir. After he leaves, Margot leaves. She leans forward. You know wine. I know quality in many forms. Are you trying to impress me? She's smiling, teasing. I'm trying to ensure that this meal is worthy of the company. Part 3. The wine arrives, presentation, tasting, approval. The Chateauneuf is magnificent, rich, layered, lingering finish. I pour for Margot. She swirls, inhales, sips. Oh, that's extraordinary. Grenache dominant blend, cherry leather, garrigue, the wild herbs of Provence. Oh, you're a sommelier. I'm a student of everything worth knowing, which is why I'm interested in ScullyPop's work. He understands something fundamental about storytelling, that it's not just about words. It's about creating complete sensory experiences. And you think you can help him do that? I think I can help him transcend it. Imagine a story so immersive that listeners can taste what the characters taste, feel what they feel, Margot, not to metaphorically, truly experience it. She tilts her head. That sounds almost dangerous. All great art is dangerous. It changes people. That's the point. The waiter returns. Ready to order? I gesture to Margot. Ladies first. She studies the menu. The oysters Rockefeller. Crab meat maison. Trout Monnier Amadine. Excellent choices. I close my menu. I'll have the same appetizers. For the entree, the lamb chops. Medium rare with the Brabant potatoes. He nods, writing nothing. Very good. When he leaves, Margot removes her mask. The gesture is intimate, clever and unveiling. Her face is striking. High cheekbones, intelligent eyes, green-gray long scar running from left temple to jawline. Old wound, cleanly healed, surgical precision, not accidents. She watches me watching her. Most people stare. You're analyzing. Craniotomy scar, excellent work. Neurosurgeon? Surprise flashes across her face. How did you? I was a surgeon once. True statement, incomplete text. Was? Career change. I sip wine. The scar. Brain tumor? She nods slowly. Meningioma. 3 years ago. While I was dying. Woke up with this and unexpected gratitude. For survival. For clarity. Facing death eliminates pretense. She meets my eyes. You understand that? Statement, not question. Yes. Part 4. Hey, Gemma. Gemma, ska, Gemma, ska. Gemma, pop. Nature dog. Mr. Something Else. Tingle. Mr. Something Else. Ska. Bodega. Go with the float farm. My moderator is still out there. How you doing, Gemma? He did. He moved spots. Look. Have mercy. There's Misha. Is he Pop? The oysters Rockefeller arrived. 6 perfect specimens. Breadcrumb from topping gold caramelized. Check. Try that again. The oysters Rockefeller arrived. 6 perfect specimens. Breadcrumb topping gold caramelized. Margot watches me taste the first one. You're not just eating, you're deconstructing. Everything worth experiencing deserves full attention. It's what I want to teach ScullyPop. How to help this audience truly experience stories, not just hear them, but taste them, feel them, live them. She selects an oyster. How would you even do that? Through careful construction, the right words, the right pacing, the right sensory details. Like this oyster, Marco. If I were narrating this moment, I'd make the listener taste the brine, the butter richness, the herb complexity, Make them feel the textural contrast between the crispy top and silken flesh. Teach me, what am I supposed to notice? I lean forward, instructional, not seductive. The line blurs. First the brine, ocean essence, then butter richness, herb complexity, tarragon, fennel, parsley. Finally, the oyster itself. Mineral sweetness, textural contrast, crispy top, silken flesh. She tastes another, eyes closed, focusing. I tasted all of it. Most people consume without experiencing, half alive. That's what I want to change. With ScullyPop's platform, we could create stories that wake people up, make them truly live. The crab meat maison arrives, jumbo lump crab, Creole mustard aioli, and lettuce bed. Your turn. What do you taste, Margot? Sweetness from the crab, spice from the mustard, acidity from the capers. Exactly. She smiles, transformed. This is how you experience everything. Everything worth experiencing. Main courses arrive. My lamb chops, perfectly pink, charred exterior, a trout, gold encrusted, swimming in brown butter. We eat in companionable silence, occasionally sharing bites. She offers trout, I offer lamb. Oh, it's so rich, almost decadent. Good meat should be celebrated, not apologized for. Part 5. Hey, Northern Woman. There's Vicky and Lori. Christine. All right, Soul Star. Great seeing you tonight. Zay la vie, Zay ska, Zay ska. Gemma pop, Gemma ska. Meet your dog in the house. Ska. Meet your dog, Mr. Something Else. Nice, relaxing atmosphere here, Northern One. Yeah, time for dessert. Oh yeah, he's standing on his head on the left now. Scully. Let's see some emojis, y'all. Our emojis still working. There's Jenny. What happened to Jenny's green shirt? Jenny always gets them out and never gets one herself. Well, she's kind of notorious for gifting herself one. That just shows you how her generosity. 10. That's right, Misha. You know. Ten. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, let me get this shirt off. I'm getting hot up here. It got kind of cold outside. I went on my walk. I had to come back in and put a little long sleeve on. Give me 1 second. Oh, thank you, Izzy Pop. And look who got it, the wonderful Gemma's Journey Grace. Be a better person there. Thank you. Make sure you check out those emojis. You'll have access for at least 1 month to 15 emojis, behind the scene videos. Izzy's spinning the wheel again. She must have hit a cherry. Got a free spin. Another great member, Christine Dahl, received a gift membership from Izzy Pop. Wow, let's put some emojis out there, y'all. Looks something like this. Boom, chicka rah. Heck yeah. Good enough. Good enough for me. Every little bit helps, y'all. We've done well with our members program. It's what keeps the channel going. So I wish they could like discern the moderators and members better with colors and all that, but whatever. I always make changes anyway. Yeah, and if you'll notice, each of the moderators most of them have their own emojis. We still got to get Misha emoji. Remind me to do that, Izzy. Rumble does it. What's that? Yeah, Kristen needs an emoji too. That's right. You'll see if we can't get that done. Changes the colors, yeah. Hey, Gypsy, what's up? Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Come on in. There's Pink. Rumble's back up version of YouTube. Yeah, okay. Lawless in the world. He got a cool emoji. The Lawless. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, we got some cool emojis. We're gonna probably I can tell maybe which ones I'm gonna take, but we'll see. I'm gonna talk with Izzy about that later. Not as cool as you, Lawless. Part 6. Hannibal Lecter continues his monologue. Wine depleted. Dessert ordered. Creme brulee for both. Espresso for me. Chicory coffee for her. Margot leans back, satisfied. This was extraordinary, thank you. The pleasure was mutual. Exceptional food requires exceptional company. Can I ask you something? Anything. This Scully Pop you're looking for, what exactly are you proposing? What kind of business? I consider my words carefully. I have access to rare experiences, perspectives most people never encounter. Dark stories, Margot, psychological depths, kind of content that transforms listeners. Scully Pop has the voice, the platform, the audience. Together, we could create something unprecedented. Literary experiences that don't just entertain, they change people. That sounds ambitious. Great art always is, and slightly dangerous, as you noted earlier. Earlier, you said we all consume. What do you consume, Hannibal? Loaded question, perceptive woman. I consider lying, decide against it. Something about her scar, her directness, her acceptance of masks deserves truth. Partial truth, anyway. I consume what others find unpalatable. I appreciate what society condemns. I transform the forbidden into art. She doesn't look away. That's not an answer. That's poetry. Poetry is the answer when literal truth would end the conversation. Long silence. Hannibal, the scar taught me that death is always close. Life is brief. Pretense is pointless. She sips her coffee. Whatever you are, whoever you are, thank you for tonight, for teaching me to taste, really taste. The creme brulee arrives. We tap the caramelized sugar simultaneously. Satisfying crack. Margot, you're remarkable. So are you, terrifyingly so. She knows not everything, but enough. And she's still here. I've got another little piece here to close out the first part of this episode. Change the mood here and there too, you'll see. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Oh, very well said. Check arrives. I pay cash and generous tip. Outside, the Bourbon Street continues its eternal chaos. But we stand in a pocket of calm. I should go. Margot says, replacing her mask. Symbolic return to anonymity. Will I see you again? No. This was perfect. Perfect things should remain singular. Wise woman. Before you go, if you encounter ScullyPop, tell him someone's looking for him, someone who appreciates his work and has a proposition that could elevate it beyond anything he's imagined. She studies me. Should I warn him or intrigue him? Both would be accurate. She reaches up, touches my face, brief electric. Whoever you really are, thank you. Thank you for letting me see, even a little. Then she's gone, absorbed into the crowd, peacock feathers catching light until they disappear. I stand alone, satisfied, fed, body in something else, soul perhaps, if I still have one. Tonight I consume lamb and trout, but I experience something rarer, genuine connection, brief, imperfect, human. Clarice would have appreciated this moment. She too understood the difference between consuming and experiencing, between existing and truly living. She saw past the mask, just as Margot did tonight. The difference is that Clarice ran toward what she saw, trying to capture it, contain it, understand it. Margot simply acknowledged it and walked away. Perhaps that's wisdom. Or perhaps it's just self-preservation. How extraordinary. And somewhere in this city, ScullyPop continues his work, unaware that someone is seeking him, someone with vision, resources, and a proposal that could transform storytelling itself. I'll find him soon. After all, New Orleans is only so large, and predators always find their prey. End of part 1. Awesome. This next part's pretty good too. Hey, Mandar. How you doing? Good to see you. Fantastic Publishing. Great to see you. Just dropping in to say hi before bed. We just got done reading part 1 where Hannibal Lecter goes to Bourbon Street and has dinner with a young woman. He's looking for a man called ScullyPop. That's a cool channel. Y'all go check out Fantastic Publishing. If Izzy could drop her link in there for me, thank you. She is like a female version of me. And she says she got ideas for me, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much. Yeah.
It's your boy ScullyPop with stories to share. From the page to the stage.
ScullyPop, could you do me and give me his number? Okay, then. The Mississippi Gulf Coast, tomorrow at 3 p.m.
No. Price won't be an issue. ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. That's quite enough, ladies. Let's see those breasts, mademoiselle.
ScullyPop. Of course I know him. He's the author that reads to you.
Well then, so buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop.
He reads novels in the public domain, his own novels and submissions from people like you.
Well, hey there, friend, pull up a chair. It's your boy ScullyPop with stories to share. From the page to the stage, I've done it all. Books on the shelf and curtain calls. I whisper tales in the dead of night with a little ta-ta-ta just to feel right. And if you need some tingles down your spine, ska, 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 yeah, that sound is mine. So buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're going deep, no need to hide. Where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're tuned in now to ScullyPop. So close your eyes and enjoy the glide, and we'll see you on the other side. I've read my novels by candlelight, with every chapter feeling just right. I'm the author that reads to you slow, with rhythm and rhyme in every flow. My fingers snap, the mic goes hot. Live from the heart, I give all I got. A little jazz, a touch of noir, mix in some ASMR and you're not far. Ska, 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 ta, 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 let the rhythm carry you. Ta, 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 ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Ska, ska, ska. Ta, ta, ta. Let the rhythm carry ya. Ta, ta, ta. Ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're spinning dreams on the other side, where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're vibing now with ScullyPop. So dim the lights and let it slide, and we'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Stories whispered, curtains raised, books turned to gold and voices praised. I'm just the guide on this wild old ride, and if you're still with me, I'll see you on the other side. Da, da, da.
Nice to meet you, ScullyPop. I hope to share a meal with you. Would you care to have some fava beans with a splash of Chianti?
Jingle brain.
Like, subscribe, and share. This has been a ScullyPop production.
I think I made it back just in time, didn't I? Check, check, check. How we looking? Hey, Cassie. Tales Told in the Dark. Welcome. Oh, welcome to the Tingle Room, Fantastique. Much obliged. Check out our behind-the-scene videos and our wonderful emojis. Chook, 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 chook. Thank you so much. Love the steampunk edge. Yeah, I know you use a lot of that. Izzy Pop, liar, liar, pants on fire. Till Izzy Pop comes around, then it's all love. Good timing, says Misha. Hey, Tails, says Jenny. Yeah. Let's get real, throwing out the emojis. Good evening, Ross. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Looking good, looking good. Yeah. Change the mood a little bit in the next scene. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we are reading to a live shot on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter in New Orleans. Great to see all those green shirts out there tonight. This is the corner of St. Peter and Bourbon Street, very famous. Very famous spot. Let me pull up my next. I have to pull that in to read it, don't I? Let's see here, guys. Okay. Lecter at Cafe Du Monde. All right, here we go. Looks good. So yeah, the animation that we put up was Lecter at Cafe Du Monde, where you saw him on the phone. He's having coffee and beignets. That's where the scene opens up. You can hear that or not. Face the ace, face the ace. Tongue clicking. Face the ace. Dawn in New Orleans smells different than anywhere else. Let's do a check. There is. He take the take the New Orleans stream down to back to daytime. Well, maybe not that far back. I ain't even got it cleaned up yet. There you go. Dawn in New Orleans smells different than anywhere else. The Mississippi carries the scent of mud and history, mixing with chicory, coffee, and sugar being heated to dangerous temperatures. I sit at Cafe Du Monde, the green and white awning filtering morning light into something softer, more forgiving than it has any right to be. 7 a.m. The tourists haven't arrived yet. Just the locals and insomniacs and people like me. Those for whom sleep is optional, irrelevant, or impossible. I ordered the beignets. Of course I did. One doesn't come to Cafe Du Monde and order something sensible. The waiter, 70s, been doing this for 40 years at least. Moves with the economy of someone who's served 1 million people and remembers none of them. Brought 3 perfect squares of fried dough buried under an avalanche of powdered sugar. Excessive, unnecessary, absolutely perfect. I take the first bite. The exterior shatters. Proper frying technique. Oil at exactly 375 degrees. Creating that precise balance between crisp shell and yielding interior. The dough is light, almost hollow, like eating sweetened air. Powdered sugar coats everything. My fingers, my lips, front of my shirt despite careful eating. Impossible to consume with dignity. Perhaps that's the point. Americans have this peculiar relationship with indulgence. They apologize for it constantly. I shouldn't. This is so bad for me. I'll regret this later. Even as they consume, guilt and pleasure mixed together, inseparable. I feel no guilt. I never have. The chicory coffee arrives in a thick ceramic cup, bitter, dark, aggressive. They offer milk and sugar. I decline. Coffee this bold deserves to be experienced undiluted. ScullyPop would understand this philosophy. I've been thinking about him since last night. This man who brings stories to life with his voice. Who understands that narration isn't just reading, it's resurrection. Making dead authors speak again, making fictional characters breathe. A different kind of transformation than I practice, but transformation nonetheless. What would he do with the right material? With stories that push beyond comfortable boundaries? Not the sanitized classics, but the dark ones, the psychological studies, the explorations of what humans become when civilization's veneer cracks. I could provide those stories. I have lived them. Larry Pop, how you doing, buddy? When Larry sings, ladies and gentlemen. I finish my coffee and leave appropriate payment. These people work hard for modest wages, deserve respect, and walk toward Jackson Square. The street performers are setting up. A man with a trumpet, a woman arranging tarot cards on a folding table, a living statue painting himself silver. Everyone playing their role in the great New Orleans performance. That's what interests me about ScullyPop's work. He's performing literature, giving it theatrical life. But there's authenticity in his approach, from what I understand. Not just entertainment, but genuine appreciation for the material. Most people approach art as consumers. They want to be entertained, distracted, given easy emotions on demand. The true appreciation requires something more. Requires understanding the artist's intent, the historical context, the technical execution. Requires seeing the work as more than product. I pause before St. Louis Cathedral. The morning light hits the white facade, 3 spires reaching toward a God I don't believe in, but those whose architecture I deeply appreciate. 19th century design, elegant proportions, commanding presence, authority through beauty. Inside, I can hear the morning mass beginning, Latin phrases dripping through open doors, another kind of performance. Older, more practiced, following scripts written centuries ago. We all follow scripts, don't we? Even those of us who pretend we've gone off script entirely. I wonder what script ScullyPop follows. What draws someone to spend hours recording literature for an audience they'll never see? What satisfaction comes from being a voice without a face, a presence without physical form? Perhaps we have more in common than he'd imagine. I too have become something incorporeal, story people tell, a monster in the cultural mythology, less man than legend now. Would he see that as tragic or liberating? Part 2. Tiffany, Tiffany, Tiffany. I turn onto Royal Street away from the tourist density. The galleries here are serious, not the mass-produced art sold on Jackson Square, though some of that has its own honest charm, but genuine works, paintings, sculptures, antiques that have survived decades or centuries. I stop before a gallery window. An oil painting catches my attention. Still life, 20th century, skilled but not masterful. Dead pheasants arranged with autumn fruit. The artist understood light and shadow, texture and form. But there's something missing. Passion, perhaps. Or maybe just deeper understanding of what death actually looks like. I've seen more death than most painters. I know how light catches on cooling flesh, how colors shift as blood settles, how bodies hold their final expressions like accusations frozen in time. The painting is pretty, but it isn't true. Inside the gallery, a woman in her 60s looks up from her desk. She has the air of someone who knows her inventory intimately, who can discuss provenance and technique with equal facility. "Good morning," she says, assessing as everyone in this business does, serious buyer or window shopper. "Good morning. The still life in the window, original or estate sale?" "Estate. New Orleans family held it for 40 years. The artist was local, moderately successful in the 50s and 60s. "It's competent," I say, "but the peasants are wrong. The necks are too stiff. Dead birds collapse differently." Her eyebrows rise. "You know hunting?" "I know death, various forms." Slight pause, then, "We have more in the back if you're interested. Darker pieces, not everyone's taste." Now she interests me. She leads me through the gallery to a back room. Here the art shifts. Less decorative, more confrontational. A Goya print, grotesque and powerful. Photographs by Diane Arbus, faces that refuse to look away. A small sculpture, abstract but suggesting violence. "These don't sell as well, but they're important. Art should disturb sometimes, not just comfort." "Agreed. Do you carry any books? First editions, rare printings?" "Not my specialty, but there's Crescent City Books 3 blocks down. Archibald Books on Chartres. Faulkner House in Pirates Alley. That one's small but excellent." I thank her, make note of the locations. ScullyPop must know these places. A man who narrates literature would frequent bookstores, wouldn't he? Perhaps I'll find traces of him there. Someone will know his work, might know how to reach him. New Orleans is a small city, really. Everyone knows someone who knows someone. Faulkner House is indeed small, barely larger than a walk-in closet, but the selection is impeccable. First editions, rare printings, books that have survived decades through careful curation. The proprietor is young, 30s, genuinely knowledgeable. We discuss Southern Gothic literature, the difference between Faulkner and O'Connor, whether McCarthy belongs in that tradition or transcends it. Have you heard of ScullyPop? He looks up. The YouTube narrator? Sure, he did a great reading of some Post stories. Why? Professional interest. I'm considering a collaboration. Do you know how one might contact him? No idea. He keeps things pretty anonymous from what I understand. Just the voice, no face, no real biographical information. Adds to the mystique, I guess. Interesting. Deliberate anonymity. Man who wants his work to speak for itself. Who hides behind the literature he presents. Again, we have things in common. I purchased the first edition of Flannery O'Connor. A good man is hard to find. The proprietor wraps it carefully, pleased to find a buyer who appreciates its value. At Archibald Books, I browsed the psychology section. Freud, Jung, more contemporary theorists trying to map the architecture of human consciousness. All of them missing the essential point. Consciousness isn't something to be mapped. It's something to be experienced, tested, pushed to its breaking point. That's where real understanding lives. The owner here is older, less interested in conversation. I buy nothing, but I absorb the atmosphere, dust and paper and time preserved in book form. At Crescent City Books, larger and more commercial, I'll finally find what I'm looking for. A young woman at the counter, graduate student type, probably Tulane, is discussing audiobooks with a customer. And there's this amazing narrator on YouTube, ScullyPop. He does full novel readings, really brings the characters to life. Much better than commercial audiobooks, sometimes because you can tell he actually cares about the material. I wait until the customer leaves, then approach. Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing. This ScullyPop. I'm very interested in his work. Do you know how one might reach him for a professional inquiry? She considers. He has a YouTube channel, obviously. I think he has a business email listed there for collaboration requests and stuff. He did a reading with another narrator recently, so he must respond to professional contacts. What kind of material does he focus on? Everything, really. Classic literature, contemporary fiction, even viewer submissions. He did this amazing series on public domain horror stories that gave me actual nightmares. Good nightmares, though. You know what I mean? I do know what she means. Part 4. What y'all think of that? That's hilarious. The man, the myth, the legend. Pop, 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 pop. That drives me crazy over there, Misha, that heart. I took it off. And I can't take it off my phone, so it just gets in my way. Oh, you do? Oh, you like the story or what? I guess you can't have everything you want. Okay. The story, okay. Why not? I can't see what y'all saying at the bottom when it's on. I need a better system. How you doing, Larry? Any of y'all ever been down to Bourbon Street? Yeah, I'm picky, man. Ask Izzy, I like it done a certain way, you know? Spoiled rotten. Oh, God. Can't turn it on with the laptop. I find myself walking through Pirates Alley. The narrow passes beside St. Louis Cathedral, where artists and fortune tellers and musicians create their own small economy. Hannibal's in one of his weird moods. He moves along with street artists painting quick portraits for tourists. $20 each, he tells himself. She's talented. Captures likeness with impressive speed. I watch her work for a moment. She notices. You want your portrait done? No, thank you. I prefer not to be captured. She grins. Everyone says that. Then they see the finished piece and change their minds. I'm quite certain. Because my face is well too known, too documented. FBI sketches, courtroom drawings, newspaper photos from my previous life. Every camera is a potential threat. Every portrait a possible identification. But ScullyPop, he's managed to avoid that entirely. Built an audience without ever showing his face. A musician sits on a bench, saxophone case open for tips. He's playing something slow and melancholy, improving around a theme I half recognize. Jazz is like that, familiar and alien simultaneously. Structured freedom. I drop a 20 in his case. He nods without interrupting his playing. The music follows me as I walk, mixing with other sounds, conversations in French and English and Spanish. Laughter from a balcony, someone practicing piano through an open window. New Orleans is always performing, always creating, always consuming and being consumed in equal measure. That's why I came here, isn't it? The city understands appetite, doesn't apologize for it. Celebrates it even. And somewhere in this celebrating, consuming city, ScullyPop creates his careful recordings. What stories would he tell if given the right material? Someone provided him with narratives that don't exist in published form. Psychological studies drawn from real experience. Character explorations based on genuine observation of human darkness. I have stories no one else can tell. He asked a voice to tell them. I find myself back at the river, full circle from last night. The Mississippi looks different in morning light, less mysterious, more industrial. Cargo ships, tourist boats, the Algiers ferry crossing back and forth with mechanical regularity. But it's still the same river, still carrying everything toward the Gulf, still indifferent to what it carries. Last night with Margot was unexpected. Genuine connection without consequence. She saw enough to understand I'm dangerous, but not enough to know specifically why. Perfect balance. This morning, hunting information about ScullyPop, I'm reminded that I'm always hunting for something, always pursuing. It's not desire anymore, it's simply what I am. A predator doesn't stop hunting because the hunger is satisfied. The hunting is the point. But what am I hunting with ScullyPop? Not prey, not food, not even conventional partnership. Legacy, perhaps? I'll be called eventually, statistically inevitable. Even the most careful predator makes mistakes, and I've been fortunate longer than probability suggests I should deserve. When that happens, when they finally corner me, what remains? FBI case files, news stories, true crime documentaries that reduce me to bullet points and statistics. But if ScullyPop and I created something before that, stories that live independently of me, that carry my perspective without my name attached, that's a different kind of immortality. Not infamy, not notoriety, art. Most people live their entire lives that way, present but not experiencing, looking but not seeing, consuming but never truly tasting. Margot understood that last night, the difference between eating and experiencing food, between existing and truly living. ScullyPop understands it too, I think. Why else dedicate yourself to making literature live again? Giving voice to stories that would otherwise sit silent on shelves. I'll find him. Not today, perhaps, but soon. And when I do, I'll offer him something no one else can. Stories from the darkness, told by someone who lives there. He'll either accept or refuse. Either way, it'll be interesting. New Orleans continues its endless performance around me. The sun climbs higher. The tourists begin arriving in earnest. The city shifts from introspective mourning to performative day. I should leave, move on. There are other cities, other opportunities, other ways to spend the freedom I've claimed. Not yet. Not till I found ScullyPop. Not till I made my offer. After all, great art requires great collaboration, and I have so many stories to tell. Fade out, the end. So yeah, I got a little post monologue, interesting. Hey, Chef Zed, how you doing? Good to see you. Post monologue of part 2. This sequence reveals Lecter's methodical approach to hunting. Not for victims this time, but for artistic partnership. He moves through New Orleans like a connoisseur, appreciating beauty while simultaneously plotting his next move. So the parallel between his appreciation for food, art, and literature creates a fascinating psychology. Man who genuinely loves beauty but has crossed even every moral boundary. Question becomes, can art created by a monster still be beautiful? Or does the source corrupt everything it touches? Good question, huh? Yeah, I figured Thomas Harris, who wrote Silence of the Lambs, I figured his character is worth a study. Hannibal Lecter being the protagonist is unusual. That is the hero of the story, and the reader roots for him to do what he does. So. But certainly, as we know, he's quite a smart man. I was compelled by the work many years ago, but let me say I was quite drawn to it, but I became compelled after I read the prequels to the work, explaining how he became, the monster that he is. Yep. So he's going to probably head to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. He's going to be led over there to look for ScullyPop. And I was talking to Izzy earlier that I might do something out on the Gulf of Mexico where they meet up in a boat and come up with some kind of crazy idea. Or not, we'll see. Bourbon Street at 2 in the afternoon is anthropological hell. or heaven, depending on your perspective. I stand at the corner of Bourbon and St. Peter, watching the masses flow past like a river of poor decisions and questionable hygiene. They stumble, they laugh, they vomit in the trash cans while their friends take photographs. Humanity at its most raw, most unfiltered, most honest. Beautiful in its grotesqueness. A man passes wearing a t-shirt that reads, "Onward stupid," with an arrow pointing in every direction. He's shouting into his phone, drunk at midday, oblivious to the irony. 3 college girls in matching pink shirts squeal as they pose for selfies, documenting their descent into mediocrity for social media posterity. And there, that man by the crazy corner over there, strip club entrance, watching the crowd with calculating eyes. Late 40s, too still in all this motion, hands in pockets. Predatory patience. I recognize that look. I've worn it myself. He's hunting. Different prey than mine, different methods, but the fundamental psychology is identical. Observing, selecting, waiting for opportunity. Jane Gum had that look. Buffalo Bill, they called him. The media's desperate need to mythologize, to transform horror into catchy headline, as if calling him something colorful made him less real, less terrifying. But Gum was very real and very, very broken. Part 1. I think about him now, watching this man watch the crowd. Gum was different from me, disorganized where I'm meticulous, desperate where I'm patient. He wanted to become something he could never be, transformation through mutilation, identity through costume. Tragic, really. Not the victims, they were tragic too, of course, in the conventional sense. But Gum's tragedy was deeper. A man so disconnected from himself that he thought wearing someone else's skin might make him whole. Humans are endlessly creative in their delusions. Clarice understood that about him eventually. She saw what I couldn't tell her directly. Had to figure it out herself. That's how real understanding works. You can't be given truth. You must discover it. Earn it through your own intellectual labor. I gave her breadcrumbs. Clues wrapped in riddles, wrapped in classical references. First principles, Clarice, simplicity. What does he do? He covets. What does he covet? What he sees every day. She was magnificent, really. That mind cutting through distraction, that courage walking into that house knowing what waited in the basement. I was proud of her. I am proud of her still. The man by the strip club moves on, having not found what he's looking for. Or perhaps having found it and lacking the courage to act. Most predators are cowards at their core. All appetite, no artistry. A woman walks past me, expensive perfume cutting through the streets, miasma of beer and sweat and desperation. She's well dressed, out of place here, probably lost on her way to somewhere more suitable. She catches my eye, smiles nervously, hurries past. Smart woman. Some part of her recognized danger, even if she couldn't articulate why. Gum never had that subtlety. He was all need, all hunger, unable to mask his nature even minimally. That's why Clarice caught him. Not because he was stupid, he wasn't, but because his desperation made him sloppy. I am never sloppy. Part 2. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Crazy. Worry. Why do I let myself worry? The ambulance was perfect theater. I think about it sometimes. That moment when they realized what had happened. When they found the police officers. When they understood I'd walked out dressed as one of them. Face temporarily rearranged, identity borrowed. Horror. Pure horror on their faces. Chilton especially, that pompous fool who thought he controlled me, thought he understood me. The look on his face when he realized I'd been 3 steps ahead of him and the entire time. Priceless. Houdini would have appreciated it. The great escape artist understood something fundamental. People see what they expect to see. A uniform, an authority figure, someone who belongs. Their minds fill in the rest. They don't question. They don't scrutinize. They fatal assumption. Mankind would benefit from studying Houdini more carefully. Not his tricks, though those are impressive, but his philosophy, his understanding that every lock can be picked, every constraint overcome with sufficient intelligence and willingness to endure discomfort. I endured considerable discomfort, making my face unrecognizable. Worth it, obviously. But the amount of pain required to break and reset facial bones, to create temporary swelling that obscures distinctive features, most people couldn't tolerate it. I'm not most people. Crowd gathers around a breakdancer performing on cardboard. He's talented, body moving in ways that seem to defy basic anatomy. People throw bills into his hat. Payment for entertainment. For the free distraction from their own unremarkable lives. Everyone performs for survival. Even me, though my performances serve different purposes. With Clarice, I perform cooperation. Gave her just enough to help the case while maintaining my own interests. Delicate balance. Too little help and she'd give up on me. Too much and I'd lose leverage. But I genuinely wanted her to succeed. She had deserved it. That mind, that courage, that refusal to be diminished by men like Crawford, who saw her as useful rather than capable. She reminds me that humanity isn't entirely hopeless, just mostly. Bourbon Street has this quality, this strange combination of the supernatural and the insane that somehow feels appropriate for New Orleans. Voodoo shops next to strip clubs, psychics reading tarot next to drunk tourists, ghost tours and daiquiri bars occupying the same block, sacred and profane mixed so thoroughly they become indistinguishable. Some of these people believe they're touched by spirits. Others are simply mad. Brain chemistry gone wrong, neurons misfiring, consciousness fragmenting under pressures it wasn't designed to withstand. The supernatural and the insane dancing together on this ancient street. Gun fell somewhere between them, not insane in the legal sense. He knew right from wrong, understood consequences, but his reality had fractured so completely that he created his own mythology, believed himself capable of transformation that defied biology, psychology, basic reason. I have no such delusions. I understand precisely what I am. No metaphysical justification. No spiritual rationalization. Just appetite, intelligence, and absolute clarity about both. That's the difference between us. Gunn needed to believe he was becoming something else. I know exactly what I've always been. Fortune teller calls to me from her table. I'm reading, sugar. I can see your future. I pause, consider humoring her, then decide against it. My future could give you nightmares. She laughs. She thinks I'm joking, and I'm not. Past few days here have been interesting. Margot last night, genuine connection without consequence. This morning's hunt for ScullyPop. Pursuit of artistic collaboration rather than food. But now something else stirs. Different appetite, a more familiar one. Part 4. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Yeet, yeet. Lawless word. The smells are overwhelming. Not the pleasant ones, coffee, beignets, fresh bread. Those are background now. I'm noticing other scents, sweat, fear, that particular metallic sweetness that indicates someone nearby is bleeding. Probably from a minor cut, nothing serious. But it reminds me. My last meal was civilized. Lamb chops, perfectly prepared, served in elegant surroundings with excellent wine. Completely legal, socially acceptable. How boring. How unsatisfying. I told Margot that we all consume. The question is what and how. Some do it mindlessly, others make it hard. I meant it. There's a third category I didn't mention. Those who consume what society forbids, who transform taboo into transcendence. That category contains only me. And perhaps a few others throughout history, though most lack refinement. Dahmer was a sloppy drunk. Guine was a confused man-child. Chikatilo was simply damaged, broken beyond any interesting pathology. None of them elevated it. None of them made it art. I do. A man stumbles past, drunk, vulnerable, separated from his group. For a moment I consider him, evaluate, too public, too risky, wrong circumstance entirely. But the thought is there. The hunger is there. I've been playing at Civilization these past 2 days, enjoying fine meals, pursuing artistic collaboration, engaging in philosophical conversation, performing normalcy with such skill that I almost convinced myself. Almost. But the mask is slipping. The appetite is returning. In New Orleans, this city of excess, this place where boundaries blur and rules bend, seems almost too encouraging. ScullyPop will have to wait. I was hunting him this morning with genuine intent. Collaboration still interests me. The artistic potential still exists. Priorities shift. Maslow's hierarchy bastardized first biological needs, then safety, belonging, esteem, self-actualization. But what happens when your biological needs are crimes against humanity, and satisfying basic appetites requires violating every social contract? You satisfy them anyway, if you're honest with yourself. walk through the crowd, observing carefully now. This is practical, tactical. Who travels alone, who's too drunk to remember clearly, who won't be missed immediately. The man from earlier, the one watching by the strip club, I see him again. He's following a young woman now, maintaining distance but keeping her in sight. Amateur. He's going to get caught within a year. I could help him, teach him, show him how to hunt without leaving traces. But why would I? Competition serves no purpose. And his inevitable capture will keep law enforcement busy, distracted from more sophisticated predators like me. Music pours from an open doorway, something fast, complicated, a trumpet and saxophone in conversation. Crowd swells toward it, drawn by sound, by energy, by that human need to be part of something larger than themselves. I move against the crowd, away from the music. Predators don't hunt in the center of activity. We hunt at the edges, the margins, places where attention lapses and crowds thin. Clarice would understand the mythology, not the application. She thinks like a predator when she's hunting, using the same logic I do. That's why we're connected. The sun is setting now, the crowd is changing. I must be careful, patient, and thoughtful. The escape was months ago, but I'm still one of the FBI's most wanted. One mistake, one witness, it's all over. So I'll watch, wait, select carefully. ScullyPop's collaboration can wait a few more days. This appetite cannot. The dear reader can guess what I'm hunting for, and they'd probably be right. After all, I've never been unclear about my nature. Unlike Gum, who pretended to be something he wasn't. Unlike Clarice, who pretends her hunting is different from mine. Unlike all these people on Bourbon Street, pretending that their appetites for alcohol, for sex, for violence packaged as entertainment are somehow more acceptable than mine. I am honest. Shit. Oh, sorry, guys. Right at the end, too. Check. I'm honest. I'm hungry. And this city is full of possibilities. Fade to black. The end. Oh, damn. It's crazy. Coughing with the mic. Hey, side order. I think my voice has about had enough, y'all. Nez Lover, welcome. Scott. Pink, Zed's still here. Izzy, Misha. Oh, Lordy. That's quite the read tonight. Yeah, so that scene kind of strips away the veneer we saw in the restaurant and bookstore. The lectur's philosophical appreciation for art and beauty doesn't eliminate its fundamental nature. It just makes them more complex, more dangerous. References to Clarice and Gunn ground us in his past. Kind of takes us to his present observations. Villain, he's never stopped being what he is. Predator who intellectualizes his appetite but never denies it. So, question monologue leaves us with: in a city celebrating every form of success, what makes Lecter's appetites different? Or does New Orleans simply reveal we're all monsters, just with varying levels of honesty about it? Good question. A little risque. There's your dark psychological descent into true predatory nature. And thanks so much for coming by. I'm your host, ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. I appreciate everybody. Hey,
That's
Jason.
right. ScullyPop.
What's up, buddy?
And give me his number. Okay, then.
Give me his number.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. No. Price won't be an issue.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment.
Yeah, we'll close it out with this. Appreciate everybody coming in.
Enough, ladies.
Catch up y'all tomorrow.
Let's see
Friday
those
night
breasts,
for Halloween.
mademoiselle.
At 9 p.m. Central.
Of course I know him. He's the author that reads to you.
Well then, so buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side.
ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop.
He reads novels in the public domain, his own novels and submissions from people like you.
Well, hey there, friend, pull up a chair. It's your boy ScullyPop with stories to share. From the page to the stage, I've done it all. Books on the shelf and curtain calls. I whisper tales in the dead of night with a little ta-ta-ta just to feel right. And if you need some tingles down your spine, ska, 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 yeah, that sound is mine. So buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're going deep, no need to hide. Where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're tuned in now to ScullyPop. So close your eyes and enjoy the glide, and we'll see you on the other side. I've read my novels by candlelight, with every chapter feeling just right. I'm the author that reads to you slow, with rhythm and rhyme in every flow. My fingers snap, the mic goes hot. Live from the heart, I give all I got. A little jazz, a touch of noir, mix in some ASMR and you're not far. Ska, 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 ta, 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 let the rhythm carry you. Ta, 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 ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Stories whispered, curtains raised, books turned to gold and voices praised. I'm just the guide on this wild old ride. And if you're still with me, I'll see you on the other side. Dot, dot, dot.
Nice to meet you, ScullyPop. I hope to share a meal with you. Would you care to have some fava beans with a splash of Chianti?
Jingle brain.
Like, subscribe and share. This has been a ScullyPop production.